Hi, this is Bruce Kaufman. We're back. Okay, this is going to be a shorter video. It's a good video though. It's going to be details whether you should rent or buy a house. So let's say you're moving to a new city or you're in a position with your job where you don't know how long you're going to be there. This will really help you out, make some decisions on whether you should rent or purchase a house. So let's jump into it. Let's say the house you want to buy is $375,000. You're going to put 20% down. So your down payment's $75,000. So you take a $300,000 loan, interest rate on it, let's say it's 5%, 30-year term, monthly payment is $1,610. No mortgage insurance because you're putting 20% down. Now here's the big thing you want to check out. Always check out the millage rate of the city or village you're looking to move to. Makes a big difference. So in this scenario, it's $32 a thousand. But if you move to a city or area that's $45 a thousand, your taxes jump up dramatically. Okay, so let's use 40 halfway. Let's see what this looks like. So your monthly taxes is $625. Homeowners insurance is $140. So your total monthly payment, taxes, insurance, and house payment or mortgage payment is $2375. Now you want to also compare the rentals now. So let's say the rental, a comparable rental of this house you can get for $2,500 a month. Okay, so let's look at this in detail. So here's a mortgage amortization table with some extra columns on it. So beginning balance is $300. You make your annual payment. Most of it goes to interest. Some goes to paying off the principal. So your end of year balance in year one is $295,000 of your mortgage. Let's say the house appreciates at 1% per year. This is important also, so we have to factor this into the equation. So the future value of that house at then 1 year, which you purchased for $375, is worth $378. So let's say you have to sell the house. Sales costs come out to 7%. So if you work for a company, they might pick that up. But let's say you have to pay for the sales cost to sell your house. So that would be your net equity would be $56,563. Okay. You would save money though, because you saved some money on your mortgage payment. The mortgage payment was less than the rent payment. So that was you saved $1,494 there. That was less. So we have to add that to your net equity, $56,000 plus your savings. So total net proceeds is $58,558. Now your down payment, if you just took that $75,000 and put it in a CD at 3%, that would be worth close to $78,000 or $77,250. So you're going to actually lose almost $20,000 by buying this house if you have to move at the end of the year. So let's look at this. At the end of 3 years, you would lose $4,500. You'd start making money if you're in this house for 7 years and you had to sell. You would be up $27,000. That's what the advantage would be. But here's some other issues. Let's say there's no growth in the house. So at the end of 7 years, you're only up by $2,100. Let's say rent was more. Watch this. Okay, if rent was considerably more at the end of 7 years, you'll be up $44,000. If you work for a company and they pick up your closing costs at the end of 7 years, your advantage is $70,000. So it definitely makes sense under these scenarios, but you don't know if your house is going to go up or down. So let's look at this. Let's say you have 0% increase and you have a 0% closing cost. Let's say you work for a company, they pick up your closing costs and your house does not increase in value, right? But let's say the rent is $2,500. So in the 7 years, you're up $28,000 based on this scenario. But you have to ask yourself, do you want to take on this risk? Because the house could go down in value. You don't know. There could be things wrong with the house over a 7-year period that you might need. Painting, windows, furnace goes out, and improvements to the house could be worth way more than $28,000. So these are the questions you have to ask yourself when you move or you want to buy a house. Let's say you're transferring out of state or you're staying where you are, but you don't know how long you're going to be in the area for. You want to ask all these different variables here because it might make sense to rent in many situations and not to buy the home. Okay, so it's just a quick video. We can do this for you on whether to rent or purchase a home.